Hello and welcome to what may very well be the point where we have to make a decision on this route. Now, I don't know if we're going to have to make a decision on this route. All I know is that through this door is where we had to make decisions on the previous route. So, we're going to see what happens. I believe that your route on this one may be decided by your choices throughout the game. So it may be that we're locked in, but we've made a backup save. So if this does turn out to be the point where we make a choice, we can decide how we're going to handle that. But for now, we're going to go through this door and we're going to see what the story is. Be careful, Zappla. Something feels wrong to me. I suggest we make sure we're fully prepared. Actually, good point. I'm going to move you and you. That's what I'm going to do here. Because actually, I could also do that, but let's just do this. So that gives us chance for crit, guaranteed crit, setup if we happen to get the other ones, chance for crit, guaranteed crit, heal, setup. I think that works really well for us here, and that's what we're going to go with. Let's go.
This is the highest point we can reach. The path should open for us. Offer the 3 keys.
Well, this is different. Or, actually, no, this seems familiar. First up there seems different, no?
At last we are free to walk the path to the Empyrean. There lies the end and the beginning. There lies the source of eternal light. The light that reforges our world. The Nahobino who reaches it may mold the world, form it in any shape that they so choose. It is time to become that divine architect, pass through the Empyrean and take your place upon the throne. But take heed. Some aim to usurp your newfound reign. Show them no mercy.
Do you sense it? They are here.
Hey, hey! Look who showed up! That you, dude? I went to all that trouble not to kill you. Guess that's what I get for trying to be nice.
Dazai, what are you talking about?
Eh? Hold on. Issa no Kami? That's wild. You're a goddess now, huh? I mean, I guess that's the natural path after all the saint stuff. I thought I was pretty clear. You defy God's will and become a Nahobino, and I have to kill you. So congrats! I guess you're on the list.
Ho ho, cool.
That thing. Abdiel.
Yeah, Abdiel found out the truth. She wasn't strong enough to beat you on her own. She justice means nothing without power. And now that I'm the one with the power, time to dole some out!
Oh, straight into fighting. Ooh. Alright. Well, Queen's Decree. No crits. Alright, well that's why we went for this new build, or this new path. So now I can use Bowl here. Gives us the opportunity to pass. Queen's Decree. No crits. Crit. And buff. Let's see what happens. Oh. I was expecting worse.
Let's do it.
Reflected. Awesome. So, oh yeah, we don't know what that... Oh, we know what this one is. Severe dark attack to all foes. We don't have any dark weaknesses, right? In fact, we have 2 resists. That's good. Then Dazai obviously hit us with the AoE fire. Wait, we know that they're neutral to physical? How do we know they're neutral to physical? We haven't hit them with physical yet. Alright, anyway. No crits. That's an... Oh, because we hit them with this. This is a physical move. Oh. Alright. You have to pass, because you're purely set up. Queen's Decree, we finally got a crit on it. That means this turn I'm going to use Spy Scope on Abdiel. Weak to light, reflects dark. Okay, your main stuff is going to be Impaler's Animus, which will allow you to go through resistances, but apart from that, nothing really that bad. Reflecting magic attacks, really not that bad. Okay. Servant of God, while in the active party, slight MP recovery. Okay. Heal. Let's go. That was a miss. Perfect. Tintarafu. It got blocked. Oh, fantastic. Okay, this has to be Curative Cattail onto you. Nice. We now take Guaranteed Crit. Pull. You have to use your turn to... yeah, you have to use your turn to use Curative Cattail, because otherwise we might lose our turn anyway. And maybe I should have Amrita showered on Agrat's turn, but anyway. I think I want you to... I think I want you to use this. There we go. Fallen Destroyer. Well, we're gonna be fine against this again. Yeah. Konohana's a little low, but AoE fire doesn't matter because Konohana's immune. Alright, now we're on to healing on turn 1 and bowling on turn 2, which is perfect. Let's do crits. Still haven't had the opportunity to use Spy Scope on everything I want to use it on, but that's okay. Right, Queen's Decree. I'm thinking I'd go for Dazai, but I don't know yet. Heal. Zal, Gongen, let's use Pandemonic Crush. Queen's Decree. Murakumo. Hole. And then I'm going to use Spyglass onto Dazai. Or Spy Scope onto Dazai. Beginner's Luck. Increases damage when attacking a target as an ailment. Okay, remove ailments. He only has ailments and fire. Okay, so yeah, overall, happy with this. Hades Burst. Not the end of the world. 2 misses. Great. That's going to be a block on at least one of them. 2 misses and it hit Agrat. Okay, Agrat, your turn is going to be Queen's Decree. Nice crit. Followed by Yabasami. Followed by that. Followed by Curative Cattail onto Agrat. Cool. Back to your turn. Queen's Decree. Nice. I want to guarantee the crit. You're going to use Bowl. And then I can use Pandemonic Crush to lower your defense by 1. Nice. Gathering Magatsuhi. We just buffed last turn, so this is a perfect turn to guard. Not that we're overly worried, but you're probably going to use a physical move, which is going to be unfortunate. Yeah, okay. So if we hadn't guarded, the physical move would have crit. That's going to try and apply sleep. Oh, actually, it applied... Ooh, that's... Ooh, That's difficult. Well, it's only Mirage, so maybe I just guard. Maybe this is just a simple guard turn. It is only Mirage. I'll lose my buffs, but who cares? Okay.
You won't escape.
This should be fine, yeah. That's the defense thing, which is fine, and then... Yeah, that did nothing. Okay. In which case, let's pass. Crit. I'm gonna do a heal, because that can't miss. Follow up with a curative cattail onto Agrap. I don't even know if I'm gonna cure Konohana. I don't think I need to. Right. In case you're wondering, you cannot reflect an almighty attack, which is why we're happy to just tank that. Bowl. And Pandemonic Crush. Reapply the defense down. That should be fine. Yeah. That's annoying, but it's acceptable. Right. I'm going to start by using an Amrita Shower. Go for crits. Heal. Lower defense. Right. What else have I got? Fountain of Chaos? Now let's just do Queen's Decree. You get one thing. I could use Omnipotent Succession to get a kill here. But I think I just do this. There we go. Next attack empowered and pierces. That's fine. We guard. Right. There we go. Fallen Destroyer is going to pierce, but that's okay because we're already guarding. Yeah, not a problem. Halo's Animus. No Magatsuhi for the next turn. Alright. In which case we're going to go for crits. And now all of our attacks are getting piled into the same person. So let's do Queen's Decree. Followed by Murakumo. How much does it cost you to use that? You have just enough to use Bowl and that. Perfect. So Bowl. Pandemonic Crush reapplies the defense down. Queen's Decree. Might be dead, but if you're not, then... Oh, perfect. You're dead. Wonderful. We got a stamina bomb out of that. Amanazako leveled up. Gets Zambarian. And an Elect Gem.
Impossible. I lost. A loser? I guess I haven't changed. I'm still only what I was. That means justice is yours to...
You have been avenged, Yuzuru. Abdiel and Ichiro Dazai have been slain. The future now lies with him. Rest in peace, and watch over him as he decides the fate of this world.
I'm sure. Even Dazai had his own vision for making a better future. Now, it's time. You must guide the world to come. This is...
Oh?
It has been a long journey, and you have done well to come this far. We stand before the Pillar Empyrean, a path of light. It shall lead the Nahobino to highest heaven. See your world achieved. I will stand by your side until the very end. Creation is the will of the universe itself. And the reason, my reason for being, is to oversee it. Come, let us go.
Herald Abdiel has been unlocked for fusion. Fallen Abdiel has been unlocked for fusion. Accepted new quest toward a new world. Virtual trainer sequence title Battles B is now available. For that, we are now in the Empyrean. So that previous section, very, very quick area. Which is why I was saying you can either count it as like the last area or the second last area, because this, I believe, should be the... Oh, also we now have Grimoires. Wow. This should be the last area of the game. In theory.
Need any?
But... Oh, right. I don't have anything to sell. But it's kind of the same area as the previous area, at least in my head, because the previous area is so short. Anyway, what level are we now? 77. Okay. So the difference between the previous version of the game and this one is that we did the fight a lot earlier. So we did this fight a lot. We did this fight at that point. Well, previously you would choose a route and then I think you would do the fights up ahead. But yeah, interesting. Also, I guess we better look at Dazai, because I'm assuming we're not going to be able to fuse a Dazai. Lore. A student at Juin High School in Tokyo who volunteered to cooperate with the Bethel Japanese branch, awakened by Mastema's words to the creator's mission of preservation, he and Abdiel stand together to hunt down Nahobino. Yeah, I'm also distinctly getting the feeling that we're like, things are going too much the same as the previous route at this point, and that something's going to change very soon. But I guess we'll find out.
Oh.
Right.
Welcome to...
So there's Abdiel, which is level 80. So there we go. Severe light attack to all foes. Myriad slashes. Huh. Yeah, these don't seem that good. This one's okay-ish. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of this, but that's okay. Purging Blade. Increased damage when striking a foe's weakness when a Herald Demon is present on either side of the battle. Well, obviously she is a Herald Demon, so that will always activate. So basically, while she's on the battlefield, if you hit a weakness, you're getting extra damage. Alright. Cool. What are we missing for Nuwa? Oh, we're missing Huang Long. And then there's Fallen Abdale. What do we need for Abdale? Adramelech, Cherub, and Melchizedek. Then for this one we need Kali, Amon, and I'm assuming that's Abdiel? Yeah. So you need Abdiel for Fallen Abdiel. Cool. Alright. I'm also getting the feeling that that was meant to be like a higher level than we're at type of thing, just judging by what we unlocked from it. So it might be time to head back and basically clear up some of the stuff that we've been missing. Yeah. What quests have we got now? Could do the Doctor's Last Wish. That's a pretty straightforward quest, I think. Yeah, we could also do Coco's quest at some point as well. And we got to do the title battles. Title battles, I'm assuming is... Well, let's go have a look. Also, there's probably things that want to speak to us on all of the maps now, right? Let's just have a look. Switch map. Trying to spot... It's like spot the difference. Ah, there's a new quest here. Okay, new quest in the Egyptian area. That's good. So, new quest in the Egyptian area. Switch map. Nothing new on this map. Switch map. New quest here. That's where we met Mastema previously. So there's 2 new quests at least. Taito. We have the event. The event I think is level 99 or something like that. Tokyo Diet, we have a new thing in the Tokyo Diet building in the main room. So the person who wants to speak to us regularly has a new thing. Okay. I'm assuming nothing new here. No. Nothing new there. Medical Research Lab, nothing new there. Dorm room never has anything new. Jozoji has Goko wanting to speak to us, but we shouldn't do that until after his quest. Empyrean is where we are now. Shakan. Nothing new in Shakan. And yeah, okay. So we got a quest in Minato and a quest in Shinjuku. Let's maybe go grab the quest in Shinjuku as well. Let's see how many of these we can grab and how many of them are immediate fights. So Shinjuku's right next to the fast travel, so let's do that. Also, if I want to run around for money, I'm going to have to run past it, so fundamentally it's worth doing now. Right. And we'll do a save. Cool. Right. Use the angel feather. Angel feather. Okay. Yes. Summons Mastema.
Yes?
Well, if it isn't Alpax. You appear a fair bit surprised. Did you not think I would answer your summons? I suppose it is not an illogical response. However, I am but a projection of the actual Archangel you are familiar with. The true me that you spoke with previously has already arrived at the Empyrean. I would recommend that you make haste as well, or you may regret it. Regardless, it was undoubtedly the will of our Lord that we should meet here. Might I ask a favor of you? I'm afraid it regards a matter that deeply concerns you, after all.
Hear me.
The Kadishtu may be no more, but you are aware of the cretin who is known to have aided them. I speak of Samael, a most detestable serpent king. I have sensed that he will soon appear in this land, and I have thus been keeping careful watch.
I wonder.
Seeing as how you dealt with the Kadishtu, I would ask that you defeat Samael as well. Alright, okay.
Splendid.
Oh, Deloria, I had hoped that you would answer as such. Then I must prepare a fitting reward for your efforts. Should you defeat Samael, then in return, I vow that the humans who return to Salt will be returned to normal.
I wonder.
So then, will you be accepting my request?
Splendid.
Oh, Gloria, I had hoped you would answer as such. Then allow me to inform you as to where Samael will appear.
Yes?
Do you recall the Kadishtu Base of Operations and Art, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building? That is where you will find him. I will be expecting to hear word of your success, Alpax. Alright, what level is this quest? 87! Alright. That sets a certain expectation as to the level that we should be going forward. And definitely leans into my theory that maybe we're a little under-leveled. But we'll see. Set over here. While we're here, I'm also just going to grab these so we can start the timer on their respawn. Let's do that here. Grab that. Slide down here. Grab these. There we go. All of that. All of that. Wonderful. So that'll now start the timer on those respawning, which is perfect. And I'll go and sell them as well now. Right. Not ley line. Cadaver's Hollow.
Now then.
Let's sell. Cool.
Needed.
Reasonable amount of money from those. Right. Save. And let's go. I don't know if this is a fight, but we'll see.
Is that the winged sun crest you bear? Showing the end. It was you who held the final piece. That rightfully belongs to the gods of the Nile. A faction of renegade demons stole it from its true place. Whoever bears that crest can wield the divine power of the sun god. The power of creation of all things. This jar contains the boy's flesh and bones. With Ra's power joined to mine, I would be able to restore him to life.
You'd be able to what?
All I require is that crest and your cooperation.
Uh-huh.
Together, we can bring Yuzuru Atsuta back to life. Will you assist me?
Of course.
Young man, if you do hand over the winged sun crest, Khonsu will gain immense power. Before deciding, think carefully on the potential consequences of this choice.
This quest is only available for a certain time period. It's recommended to complete it sooner rather than later. Alright.
Thank you. Now we can proceed with the rite. First, however, there is someone who wishes to speak to you.
Oh?
Miyazu Atsuta.
So, I'm glad to see you're okay.
I'm glad you're safe too.
Thank you. Even after everything that's happened, you still haven't given up. But me...
Soon your pain will fade, Miyazu. Look upon this crest. It is the Eye of Horus. Now it shall be restored to its rightful owner. In the name of Raharakti, grant me the divine power of the king. Now, the power of Ra is mine. Yet before I revive Miyazu's brother, there is one further task I must attend to.
Uh-huh.
I must deliver your judgment.
Director Kushimizu. My brother was your knowledge. You used him. You put him in danger, just so you could get everything you wanted.
Also, what's interesting is if we revive her brother, does that mean Tsukuyomi's going to want to go back to her brother?
If it wasn't for you, my brother would never have been dragged into this war. He wouldn't have had to die.
Yet not content with losing your own knowledge as bearer, you dared reach further. finding a replacement in him. Miyazu and I are of one mind. We doubt that you are truly worthy of the throne.
Young man, we can't afford to indulge this. We've come too far to stop now. We have to keep fighting, or all the sacrifices that brought us here will have meant nothing.
I, Khonsu Ra, hereby decree, you will face me here and now, Nahuvino. Suffer the flames of my judgment and be cleansed.
Uh-huh. We're gonna get destroyed, aren't we? What level are you? Oh, called an ally. I see. Well, this will tell us if we're getting destroyed. I think so, yeah. Oh, 78. Oh, no, we might be okay. We might be okay here. Alright, go for crits. Wonderful. Follow that up with crits. Follow that up with bowl. Now we're going to test Pandemonic Crush. Okay, they're all neutral to physical, which is good. We've got a random crit on that as well, which is perfect. Let's do Queen's Decree. We're now going to do Murakumo because we can. Another full heal. Well, a full heal. Although it didn't actually full heal. Wow. Okay. That's going to be sore. Well, everyone's alive. It's a lowering of defense. And then Zeodyne. And yeah, okay, so we are getting destroyed. Okay, one down. That's acceptable. Omnipotent Succession, followed by Murakumo. Okay. That's fine. Murakumo. Ow. Katet's Path. I have no idea what that does. Ow. Okay. Oh, a new status ailment, huh? That's cool. I'm dead, but thanks for letting me know. I guess I've never been hit by that status ailment. Or at least never been hit and lived. Okay, so what was that called? The right something. But yes, okay. Let me see what level it recommends. So we can use the internet to do this one. SMT5 Vengeance, the right level suggestion. Okay, no, I wanted to, trying to correct how I wrote the word right. No, I have no idea what the quest is called. Alright, let's go into the quest and see. Wait, maybe I can not take the quest? Worst case scenario, we just, yeah, okay. We just get back a second here. Alright. So. It's just Rite of Resurrection. Okay, so. SMT Vengeance. Rite of Resurrection level suggestion. Rite of Resurrection, does it give you the rough level to do it? Doesn't seem to have a suggested level on this one. Okay. What level? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh. Okay, for Rite of Resurrection, I don't know where it's getting this. It recommends you're between 96 and 99. That seems completely incorrect. That seems ridiculous. That seems well over leveled. Alright, well, turns out the internet is useless. I'm gonna say no.
I see. As a god, I suppose the death of a single human must seem insignificant indeed. Yet I ask that you reconsider. For Miyazu's sake, if nothing else.
Okay, so it doesn't give us the quest and the quest thing. That's annoying. Okay. So yeah, I think it might be a little bit higher. I think it's possible. Like, I didn't think that was impossible as a quest. It's just we need to have a little bit more health. I mean, most of our party is not in the mid-70s. Like, you kinda are, you kinda are. You're definitely not. Like, if everything was a little higher level, it would suddenly look a lot easier. Like, if we were doing that with Odin in the party, things would probably look a lot easier. Anyway. Yeah, that's fine. So that's that. Was there anything else? Ah, yes. I know the other things I want to do. I want to ley line crossing to... where are we? Tokyo Diet Building. And there are two things I want to do here. First is check the virtual trainer. Hello.
Hey.
I just want to see what your new ones are. Consecutive battles. So this is... Oh, other options. Zeus, Beelzebub, and Abdiel. Wait, you only have to do Zeus? Well, I don't know whether it's Zeus and Odin, but... Alright. That seems, like, really easy.
Huh?
Okay. That's possible. We can do that. And then through here, we have one more conversation to have downstairs. So let's do it. Right. Hello.
Do you mind?
Director, we're ready to perform that more detailed examination I mentioned earlier. If you can spare some time, we should be able to create an even stronger essence than before.
I suppose.
I have no reason to refuse. Please give me a moment, Sapla. So this is the power of a Nahobino. Beautiful. With this much power, you could almost remake the world here and now.
Hey, you!
Do you intend to create a world of many gods like the director wants? A world of many gods.
Yes?
Director? The world I wanted was one where the lives and freedom of Tokyo's people wouldn't be threatened. That is why I joined the battle for the throne alongside my knowledge, Yuzuru Asuta. But in the end, it cost him his life. I couldn't protect him. I placed my people in danger, claiming that I was fighting to keep them safe. The outcome of such contradictory logic should have been clear. But Director...
Yes.
I will still fight for the throne. We can't let Bethel or Tiamat take it. Otherwise, Tokyo will be at their mercy. But given my failures, I can no longer claim to pursue the same cause as before. Naturally, I have no intention of forcing you to follow my vision either. All I want now is to protect you, my partner, and this time I will not fail. That is the only path left for me. That's really all you want? I don't know, but for now I believe it is for the best. And no matter what your vision is for the future, I believe the world will be better for it. For you are the knowledge of Aogami, my brother.
Now then.
Well, I've talked long enough. Here, this is what the researchers created from that data. Tsukuyomi's Essence Median. I look forward to seeing what we accomplish together, Zapla.
Yes?
I'm hoping to gather some more actionable data next, but the test will take some time to prepare, so it will have to wait.
Bye.
We should be able to create another new essence at that time, so I hope you'll be able to make some more time for it.
Do you mind?
Oh. Director, those tests I mentioned for actionable data are ready now. I guess we must have had the previous one must have been entering into that previous area that we were in, and this one is defeating Abdel and entering the Empyrean. This should give us all the data we need.
Young man.
I must once again ask for your patience, Zapla. You, how does it look? Incredible, this is the most useful data yet. I was even able to detect an aura emanating from you that I've never experienced anything like before.
Right.
I suppose that goes to show how intense the fighting has gotten since we arrived at the Empyrean.
Yes?
That's true. Yoko Hiromine, was it? I wonder what her intentions were siding with the Kadishtu. I heard that she summoned an ancient powerful demon and that she's trying to destroy this world's order.
Yes.
Yes, they've killed many people. As the director of Bethel, Japan, I cannot allow this to go unanswered. I suppose this is a good opportunity to ask before we set out for the throne.
Young man.
Zapla, do you understand the Kadishtu and their vision for a world without rule? I mean, I get the idea.
I see.
I too rejected the reign of the God of Law when I sought to create a world of myriad gods. That would have simply replaced God's order with that of many gods. I never thought to destroy the concept of order itself.
But...
They, however, are different. They seek to reject the very concept of gods and power. Whether that would be an equalizing revolution of society or the chaotic destruction of the world entirely depends on your point of view. This is something that Atlas do a lot. This is a theme that they explore a lot in their games. I'm not going to say too much about it to avoid spoilers, but what I will say is that they explore similar concepts in more recent games. And if you know the games that they've released recently and you played a little bit of them, you'll be able to see it. But it is an interesting parallel in how these things are viewed. Anyway.
By the way...
So, what are your thoughts on it, Director Kozumishu?
yes.
I've lived for too long in this world of order. I'm unsure what to think regarding their beliefs and motivations. What I will say, however, is that I believe they have taken the path they have to serve themselves rather than acting for the people.
Young man.
Zapla, you are still young and unjaded. Look upon this world and think for yourself. Once you've determined your goal, I'm sure this power will help you achieve it. Essence Ultimus.
By the way...
If this world is recreated, what will you do, Director Kozumisu? No matter what happens, the world will endure. Even if in the next world I will continue to do whatever I can for the people of this country. I'm sure Yuzuru Atsuta would have done the same thing. Cool, so 2 new essences. So we have Ultimus. Resistances are good, but we're not here for resistances. Luminescent Mirage. Guarantees evasion from 1 attack for self for 1 turn. Ooh, that is incredible. I can think of so many uses, especially against like certain super bosses. That would be incredible. Okay, Paraceline Blur. 4 medium strength-based light attacks to 1 foe, only usable after invading an attack the previous turn. So you do that into that. Alright. Interesting. Not so sure about that, but that's okay. And then median. Resistances again are pretty good, but intercalation. After evading an attack, add 1 press turn icon at the start of the user's next turn. Now that is interesting, because that effectively means if you use Luminescent Mirage combined with intercalation, you suddenly haven't used any turns to dodge an attack. Huh. Interesting. Lunation Flux. MP recovery to self does not consume a press turn icon? What? Also, why does MP recovery cost MP? But, okay. Let's think this through. Let's think what that means. That means that it moves the turn order forward by 1 and gives you MP recovery. Yeah, so this is a way to move the turn order forward by 1. So in theory, you could give something 3 turns in a single turn. Huh. That seems like there should be a way that that's broken. I don't know what it is, but it seems like there should be a way to break the game with that. Multiple weak strength-based attack or strength-based force attacks to one foe. Number of hits depends on user and target's agility. So the difference between them? Okay. Well, because I'm going to take all the fun out of it, let's go and see. Right. Lunar Hurricane. Lunar Hurricane SMT Hurricane SMT 5. Vengeance. Yeah, let's just see if somebody's worked out how it works. Okay, let's see. Anyone done any calculations on it? Oh, apparently this calculation's on a different one. Power Selene Blur is the strongest Fizz move because you can you get 4 attacks essentially. So it ends up being much higher than most other things. Interesting. I was just trying to see what this one is. No. Okay. No, there doesn't appear to be anyone who's actually done a calculation on it, or at least put a calculation out here. Maybe the wiki? The wiki might be good. Ah, yes. Perfect, I got the calculation. So, the number of hits is given by 3 times, I think it's 3 times agility attack divided by agility defense, and can only hit a target between 3 and 9 times. Okay, so for it to hit 9 times, your attack has to be at least 3 times. It has to be 3 times higher than, or your agility has to be 3 times higher than their defense, because then it's 3 times 3. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So let's look at that in terms of real numbers, right? Oh, the sound from the game working? Yep, there's just no music. Okay. So, real numbers. So let's just look at it with a boss that we just did. So we just did Dazai, right? Dazai has an agility of 58. We have an agility of 72. So I reckon that's either going to do, because 72 divided by 58, that's either going to do like 1, or sorry, that's either going to be 1, so it's going to be 3 times 1, effectively, or it's going to be 3 times enough to make it 2. I reckon that's going to be 3 or 4 attacks. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's either going to be 1 attack or no attacks that you get from that one. So that would give you like 4 attacks, which are weak force moves. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so that would be, where are we? So it's not that one. This one's actually a lot further down here. There we go. Yeah. So that is 4 weak strength-based attacks against a boss. I think that that's something that you would use if you had gone into agility. If you look at something like Garuda even, Abdiel. Like Abdiel, we're getting to the point where we're almost guaranteeing like up to 6 attacks. But even then, it's like, it's 6 weak attacks. And we've had that earlier. I mean, if we go and have a look at our essences, we go down to you. Aramasa is 8 weak physical attacks, right? So, like, it's not that good, because there's 8 physical attacks that you can get there, while this is effectively offering you like 6 force attacks, which is fine, but yeah, okay, it's not great. I guess the benefit is that that's force. Okay, so yeah, we shouldn't judge that. We shouldn't say that that one's too good. This seems like that could be incredible. This seems like that could be incredible used correctly. Obviously, the 4 medium strength-based light attacks is potentially very good, although you have to use Luminescent Mirage to set it up on the previous turn. So you lose Luminescent Mirage, next turn you can then use that. Also only good, obviously, against enemies that are, like, weak or neutral to light. Otherwise, it's not as good as just Murakumo big hit. So, yeah. I don't know. These are interesting. I don't know if any of them are, like, worth changing our build for. Because our build is pretty much built to hit things really, really hard with one attack. So I think Murakumo might be our best like, this might be our best ability. I think that there are other builds that you can do that might use the other ones better. But for us, and the amount that we've invested in it, this is probably our best ability. Cool. Right. Anything else that we need to do on these maps? So Minato, no. Shinagawa, no. Shinjuku, no. Taito, no. Jozoji, we need to speak to Goko. Yeah, I guess we should go speak to Goko. Did I miss something in the Temple of Eternity? It says I missed something here. But maybe... I thought we got that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, let's go to Jozoji then. Let's go speak to him, because that'll let us do a Tokyo check at the same time. New stuff from Cadaver? Oh, it'll be the new essences we literally just got. Yeah. I was wondering about that, and now that makes a lot of sense. So if you do use them, you can re-get them that way. Okay. Right, let's go Tokyo. And let's go Medical Research Lab. I'm gonna leave here. And head into this bit. Let's do a little check around. Don't think there's going to be anything out here because nothing's changed in the real world at this point. Yeah. Alright. Up here. Oh, through the tunnel. And then Jozoji. And let's save as well before we do it. Let's speak to Goko. Hello.
What is it?
What is your reason for returning here? Are you anxious for what tomorrow may bring, or perhaps you've simply come to bid farewell to it all? No, there is no need to answer. To keep those feelings close to heart is enough.
Yes.
I have traveled both this world and the netherworld, and have seen the answers that the Nahabino have given. I have also been guiding you. My goal was to inspire your vision for a new world. Perhaps you noticed. Slay the dragon of the abyss and create your ideal world as its ruler. Cool. Right. I'm gonna leave here, and then there is one more place I think it's worth just going to right now. Just to see if there's anything there. So, we're gonna go back here into the medical research lab. We are then going to save before going into this place. We're now going to go to here. Hall of Chaos. Aha. So yes, there is a reason to come here. And it's to get the treasure. Okay, so that treasure is midway down. Let's grab it. Ah, see, that's a whittled goat. That, I think, is why I saved. I knew there was a reason I wanted to save. Although we can buy whittled goats now, so it's not that big a deal. But anyway, we have it. Get those two things. Grimoires. And Gospel. Okay, so that's a Gospel the game expects you to use, which is an important thing. Gospel the game expects you to use. So we will use that at some point. Maybe now. Right, an Amrita shower. And then at the top here we have this thing. Right. That's bead chain. Obviously, I'm not going to do that fight because that fight is terrifying. But I am going to at least come into the area and look at the fight. Right. So that's a gospel the game wants you to have because it gives it to you specifically. So that's level up. Yeah, I guess I'll take a point in strength. Cool. Then we're going to ley line crossing. I think the next place we're going to end up is Minato at this place. So let's head here. And then... I mean, we could World of Shadows and have a look at what we've got. Potentially, but maybe that's a thing for next time. Yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I kind of see our path forward here as doing all these quests. Well, I don't know about that one. But do all these quests and then start looking towards this. I'm not sure what order we want to do things in. Or whether we want... There's a part of me that wants to just push to the end and then come back and do... Well, probably not these, but come back and do some of the higher level stuff. Although this one feels like you should do it first. Like this 87 one feels like you should do it first. I don't know. I kind of want to experience the final fight, but... I guess what we could always do is if the final fight is too easy, we could nerf ourselves and do the final fight if we need to. Yeah, we could always do that if we needed to. I mean, worst case scenario, what we do is we use the New Testament tablet and we reassign our stat points. And we over-assign onto something like luck so that we waste our stat points in luck. If we want to, but anyway. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.